Everyone, in today's video we are going to discuss the electrolysis of dilute copper sulfate solution using inert electrodes. You can also understand this as the electrolysis of aqueous copper sulfate solution. So both the questions are having the same perspective, either dilute copper sulfate solution or aqueous copper sulfate solution. In this case, you all can see that I have taken copper sulfate solution, either dilute or aqueous, in the container, and the electrodes anode and cathode has been immersed in the solution, which has been attached to the battery that is always to be used of 12 volt and 3 ampere. The container here which we are using is a glass container. Here, let's see what are the different electrolytes which are present in this solution. If we talk about the name of these two questions, the first electrolyte which we are going to use in the question is copper sulfate. Second, we are saying it aqueous or dilute, it means it is also having water in it. And third, we have to add an acid, a small quantity of acid, and the acid which we are using is sulfuric acid. Whenever electricity is passed through the solution, the dissociation of these compounds will take place. And we know that copper sulfate will dissociate into copper 2 positive ion and sulfate 2 negative ion. Water will dissociate into H positive ion and OH negative ion. Sulfuric acid will dissociate into H positive ion and sulfate negative ion. Here, the important thing is that we are using the anode of platinum, which means it is an inert electrode. Whenever the electricity is passed, as we have already studied in our previous videos, that electrochemical series can be used, concentration theory can be used, or the nature of anode theory can be used. Here you can see, since the amount of water is more as compared to copper sulfate solution, it means the theory which is applicable is concentration theory. We will not use electrochemical series, and since the anode is also not matching to the anion, so we can't use nature of anode also. So the theory which we will be using is concentration theory. So when the electricity is passed, copper sulfate will dissociate and it will form ions of copper 2 positive, sulfate 2 negative. Water will form the ions of H positive and OH negative. Sulfuric acid will form the ions of H positive and SO4 2 negative. Since the concentration of water is more, therefore the H positive ions and hydroxide ions are in more quantity, or you can say are in more concentration than the other positive and negatively charged ions, or you can say cations and anions. So here we will see, since the concentration of H positive and OH negative is more, therefore this H positive will move towards cathode and OH negative will move towards anode, and there they will become neutral. So let's see what will happen at cathode and what will happen at anode. So at cathode, we know that H positive will migrate towards cathode. This ion is having deficiency of electron. It will gain one electron and it will form neutral hydrogen atom. This hydrogen atom can't live all alone. Therefore, the hydrogen atom will combine with another hydrogen atom and it will form hydrogen gas. Thus, the product at cathode is hydrogen gas. Now, if we look for the reaction at anode, we know that the concentration of hydroxide is more than the sulfates. Therefore, hydroxide, which is an anion, is having excess of one electron, it will lose one electron and it will form OH. This OH will combine with another OH and it will form water plus oxygen atom. This oxygen will combine with another oxygen atom and it will form oxygen gas. Hence, we can see that if we are using dilute copper sulfate solution or aqueous copper sulfate solution with an inert electrode which is platinum as anode, we see as the concentration of hydrogen and hydroxide is more, therefore these two hydrogen and hydroxide ions will migrate towards cathode and anode, and the hydrogen ion will gain the electrons and form hydrogen gas, and hydroxide ion will lose the electrons and will form oxygen gas as the product. So this is the reaction at cathode, here it is the reaction of anode, and the products are hydrogen at cathode and oxygen at anode. So this was the electrolysis of dilute copper sulfate solution using inert electrode. Moving on further, now we are going to discuss the electrolysis of concentrated copper sulfate solution, using copper anode. Here we are taking copper sulfate solution that is concentrated, and the anode which we are using now is of copper. Means this anode is matching with the copper ions of the electrolyte. Therefore, the electrolysis will be somewhat different from that of dilute copper sulfate solution or aqueous copper sulfate solution. So let's begin this topic. As we know that the name is concentrated copper sulfate solution, we have the electrolytes of the compounds copper sulfate, small amount of water and small amount of sulfuric acid in it. Copper sulfate will form copper 2 positive ions and sulfate 2 negative ions. Water will form H positive and OH negative ions. Sulfuric acid will form H positive and SO4 2 negative ions. Here we have to see that the solution is of copper sulfate, water and sulfuric acid, but the anode is matching with the copper ion of electrolyte. This means here nature of anode will be used, and the process will be somewhat different from the previous process, that is the concentration theory process. Here we can see, since the anode is matching the ion of electrolyte, therefore these dissociated ions, from these dissociated ions, none of the ion will migrate towards anode. It means if no ion will migrate towards anode, then what will happen at anode? Which ion will move towards anode? And the answer is that at anode, because the anode is of copper, that copper metal will lose 2 electrons and it will form copper ions. It means the copper ions are produced at anode. No ion will migrate towards anode, but instead of it, anode will form copper 2 positive ions. And these copper 2 positive ions will migrate towards cathode. And at cathode, these copper 2 positive ions will gain 2 electrons because it is having deficiency of 2 electrons, and it will form copper atom. This copper atom will deposit on cathode. So here you have to understand that no ion will migrate towards anode, but anode instead will make copper 2 positive ions, and these copper 2 positive ions will migrate towards cathode, and at cathode it will gain 2 electrons and it will form copper neutral atom. So this is the process which takes place in the nature of anode. Hence we can say that the product at cathode is copper, while the product at anode is nil. The anode will not form any product because anode itself is forming copper 2 positive ions which is migrating towards cathode. So this is the electrolysis of copper sulfate solution that is concentrated using copper anode, and the products at anode is nil, while the product at cathode is copper atom. That's all in this video.